Halo semuanya, kita main game namanya lupa namanya apa. Sebentar, Over the Alps. Oke. Over the Alps ini aku nggak tahu gamenya apa karena aku jujur aja aku lupa. Jadi startnya gimana ya? Ini apa ya? Oh ini setting. Oh ups. Klik semua. Seperti biasa kita akan matikan sedikit mengecilkan musiknya. Terima kasih. Terus ini apa? Save image tidak bisa diklik. Oke. Kayaknya tinggal play yang ini doang deh. Oke, kita langsung main aja. Top secret. A case of the shadow for show atau aku mencoba untuk mempronounce tapi tidak bisa. Oke, Chiasso. Mussolini fumes over daring prisoners escape. 4 prisoners escaped from a detention facility outside of Milan last night. In an incident, the Italian Prime Minister had branded the work of foreigners agents. In a statement of this morning, Mr. Mussolini vowed that no efforts would be spared to retrieve the prisoners, whom he described as dangerous political insurgents. Okay. Jadi kita seorang I've been enjoying the sign and smell in Milan, my friend. Okay. Oh, okay. Oh, ini apa ya? Oh, ini nih. Oh, kita jadi kayak agen ya, tapi ntar lah kita coba aja dulu ya. I've been enjoying the sight of the smells of Milan, my friend. Quite a city, no matter what Mussolini is doing to the place. But Mussolini will wreck Julian. Jangan please. Fascism will never be a beauty. It will be. Oke, kita lanjut lagi. Sorry tidak ada jump cut. Soalnya ada beberapa sedikit noise. Jadi fascism will never overcome beauty. It will be die trying. Kita coba menjadi lucu deh. Oke. Ini kenapa mukanya? I don't know. I might retire to Milan when all this is over. Perhaps Control might set aside a patch of land near Lake Como with me. And we will beat them, the fascists, every last of them. Coba kita ini aja deh. You are a love protection. The agents because I'm man of the character. Oh, jadi ini kayak pilihan kali ya, game-game pilihan kali ya. Bukan, maksudnya kayak game choose your own. Jadi kayak bukan choose your own story sih, kayak lebih ke milih dialog gitu loh. Riva San Vitel in a few hours. Aubrey will keep you posted. Now get it on. Aqua, the Italian gambit. Okay. Chiasso again. Okay. Ini ada beberapa yang sini. Milan Prison Escape. Terus ini apa? Ini kita dari Chiasso ke Riva San Vital. Ups, kenapa aku ini ya? Ini ada save and quit resume. Kita klik. Kita lanjutin. 49 stops, Aubrey, and they call this is an express. Switzerland is full of these electric trains, the young woman in the compartment remarked, as we lurch at the to a halt once again. There's enough fuel here to run proper trains. No good coal mines, I think. She smiled at me, a prim unaccustomed smile. Ini susah sih, aku baru pertama kali lihat kayak kata-kata ini. Like an ill-fitting shoe that will soon change, she added. Ini apa? Calm ya. I ignore the remark and continue to gaze out of the window. Atau aku menjadi baik. Jadi baik aja deh. The Adrian Smith's wolf. Okay. Then you are in luck. We will be almost doomed for many more hours. She stuck on a glove 10 violent wolf, not Swiss German. Miss Smith, I say as I shook him. Oh, okay. Jadi gentleman, the greatest pleasure for okay. Kita jadi gentleman. Not the greatest, I'm sure. A wider smile this time. A train lurched back into motion. For a moment, we were jolted together, 5 empty seats, and she had picked the one besides mine. Kayaknya kita mau jadi gentleman aja deh. Oke, kita jadi gentleman aja. Karena lady. I go where my work takes me, she answered. I am very, how you say, like a dog, dodge. She turned to examine her reflection in the window, was suggested on her fallen hair, a pity, the way those soft blonde waves hit her. Okay. We continue to talk. It was a pleasant way to spend the time, and there was plenty of time to spend. Before we parted, we agreed to meet again at the bar of the hotel in Riva San Vital. Yeah, itu. Perhaps I would be in luck, and Roland Wolf would prove to be my contact. Continue, please. Okay, kita ada di Riva San Vital. Kita lanjut lagi. Ajarnya gimana sih? Aku nggak ngerti deh. Aubrey, I saw the folo again. Kita ini aja langsung lah. Oh, come on. My dear Roland, I began. The excellent Herr Smith. She patted the stool next to hers and then pointed across the room. I've seen watching this funny Italian man. Look at him. Oh, I looked and identified my contact immediately. Ini apa? I avoided approaching him as long as I could. Perhaps you know that man, Roland? Why, Mr. Smith, are you jealous? She replied with a smile. Why don't we call him over? She waved her glove and the man almost skipped towards us, grateful as a child. There you are, he enthused, speaking only to me as thought that Roland wasn't there, like a perfect idiot. You're the agent, yes? We will go tonight from the bay after dark. He hurried away. Flower and Wolf raised a delicious eyebrow. Agent? Oh, come on. I raised a finger to my lips. Like, don't tell anyone. Let me buy you a drink, Herr Smith. She smiled. It's not dark yet. Okay. Kita kayaknya oke aja, tapi kenapa kebuka ini ya? Aku nggak ngerti deh. I was like Wolf, but I didn't trust her, so I intercepted the Italian and changed the plan. Oh, come on. The idiot had arranged to cross the lake by. Kayaknya aku ini aja deh. Kayak dia lebih short gitu loh. Mau nggak mau ya, karena kita kan sebenarnya agen gitu, agen. Jadi nggak boleh kayak terpikat sama wanita yang bukan bagian dari job kita. Aubrey, do you remember back in the Piccadilly when we had that little contest to see who could collect the most vehicles in the space of an afternoon? Ini apa? I forget who won. It was probably a tie. It may have been a drunken prank, but it's considered some form of finance. Oh, come on. Orang baik. You are now a romantic. Okay. Anyway, it turns out that in a pinch, you only need to steal one. Though, Doing it with an anxious Italian man in a tow is a pretty thing. I've done this 100 times, nothing to worry about. 100? The man seems to have some sort of conscientious objection to borrowing cars. Honestly, Aubrey, where does control find these people? I showed him a look. The man bit his lips and fell silent. A moment more and I had tricked the engine. We rode away in the night, but I think someone saw us leave. Uh-oh. There we go. Oke, sekarang kita berangkat ke tadi apa? Aku lupa namanya apa. Melee Crossing. Hitler reaffirms promise not to invade Switzerland. In a meeting between Swiss and German officials last night in Berlin, the German Chancellor reaffirmed this country's commitment to respecting Switzerland's neutrality in the event of war. This should calm fears in the chocolate-flowing nation, which is rumored to have significantly bolstered and its Alpine military defense. Lanjut deh. Kita di Melee Crossing. Kaget. All of which puts us here. Aubrey, Ocham, the imaginative name Hotel Open. The Italian I sat together at the breakfast table like a perfect couple of chums. We had his napkins tucked into his collar. Are you ready to tell me we're going yet? Ini apa kucing? I am ditching you here, you understand? Okay, cat. I don't even know your name. Oke, kita jadi gentleman aja deh. The oaf reaches across the table and took my hand in his. Please, he said, it is my daughter. She has been taken. We must rescue her. I spluttered. It sounds more like a fairy tale than a mission. Well then, I suppose we could really get her. Okay. I am Primo Vicoli at your service. Smith. Kayaknya dia langsung ngomong Smith aja langsung. We go to the train station in Lugano. He continued. Then to Bellinzona, 2-3 hours. Then we rescue my daughter. They have been her in the castle there. Castle? He leaned back, evidently pleased with his plan. And now, how is your smoked fish? May I try? Continue aja. Oke, jadi kita ini apa yang kompas ini ya? Oke, kita jadi milih pilihan lagi sih. We continued on in the stolen car. A walk to Lugano. I mean, kita harus menyelamatkan sih itu kan, menyelamatkan anaknya kan. Dan kayaknya kalau jalan tuh kayak gimana gitu. Kita pakai short boy aja. It's me again, Aubrey. Getting to Lugano was a pitch. Getting the train to the Bellinzona was quite the opposite. We had ditched the stolen Bugatti a short walk from the station. I plan to hide in this plain sight. We would need maps to chocolate and apples. All aboard to the Bellinzona. Lugano time. Oke. Ya intinya tadi kita mobilnya udah nggak bisa dipakai lagi lah gitu. The train was ready. We were just about to climb aboard when there you are, you hunt. A woman voice slouched. I guess kayaknya aku harus kayak just in time to get a sharp slap across her face. It was the violin, but she wasn't smiling now. Speaking of dog, violin, you seem to be doing. Oh my god, why? As well I might. She slapped me with the other hand across the other cheek. It rather seems she was playing a scene, but for whom? She turned to the address in the audience that was beginning from around us on the concourse. This is the man who stole her dog. The dog is really a scar from the hotel. Kenapa jadi gini ya? I might as well have given the opera glasses. This was better than the cinema. There was hook. Yes, that's him, the man who was there in the melody. It was the second voice, Australian. This must be the doctor then. And that's my car in front of the station. The train behind me was gathering steam. It will be departing soon. I heard that shadow of police car approaching. Oh my god. Got the failure to get away. I mean, like, Jose. But I thought I was already in the train, snuck through the window. As the police had dragged me away, I caught a final glimpse of her. He was helping me. Oke, kita ketangkap sih. Oke. Terus apa yang harus kita lakukan? Taken by the police. Well, Aubrey, it's a toss-up. Perhaps the Swiss police are the most insane, or perhaps it's control. I had brought the police who take me for Arizona, throw me in the same cell as the father's daughter, and save me a lot of bother. But when I found doors open, I saw that we were not in the lion's den, but rather in some microscopic unheard of a little sound. Okay. I was dragged inside the behaviors. The smell, sausage, stale beer from the shadow at the back of the cigarette barrel. Okay, this is a police station. Where am I? I have a question for you. English, a man voice, deep resonance, French perhaps. What exactly have you been playing? I ask a question from people I can't see. The police. Here goes. Did you know that little book's giving me bad? The man's paused to draw a cigarette. Ironic, no? He smiled at his sour realization drowning into my face. He was one of us. Oh, okay. I'd like to understand what you were thinking back to Lugano, making it such a spectacle yourself. A flick of the cigarette. A moment of this. Okay. There was no time for more question. I was hustled away through the empty kitchen, then out back behind the behind. Okay. Okay, no more shortest part. I walk from the town. Ini apa? No more stealing. Ini apa ya? Oh, ini lebih danger ya. Okay, no more stealing, tapi banyak pertanyaan. Okay. Jadi kita ujung-ujungnya di ini kan? I imagine the police might start looking for me in the Belgium, so I hiked to the nearest mountain and decided to lie low high. Two things were now clear. I mulled them over as I walked. One, where Collie had not been my contact. As far as control has concerned, I had reached Riva, then gone completely rogue in the company of an unknown Italian, eating keepers and stealing cars. 2. Wherever my actual contact had gone to, he wasn't coming back. Oh, okay. I hate myself to blame. No, don't do that. I'll be leaving this world, but this is for all now. That's for certain. Can you imagine what the boys in control would make of this? Their top agent made a fool of baby chums like a fair collie, rescuing random daughter from Swiss castle. I'd be loving stock, promise you. I'll work at a time. Okay. Apa itu tadi? Semuanya berjalan sangat cepat ya, aku jadi bingung deh. Ini balik lagi ya ke yang awal ya. Oh enggak deh. Wait. Jadi kan game yang ini. Picture me over a log fire while I'm ready. I found an empty cabin up here, marvelously well stocked. I think I'm like a devil, but these are the Swiss Alps. The locals are too safe to be tall, short if they are showing, and I needed to the brandy. I was mixed up with something, and it was rattling around inside my head. Those like loose change. I knew I would never to leave it alone. I had a feeling there was something in this wretched business that no such luck. She opened the cabin door and she picked it up. The night was cold, but she hasn't wearing a coat. Well, aren't you going to ask me in? I'm not armed, is what you mean. The Fraulein lifted her arms above her head and turned a slow circle under the light on the porch lantern. Look, she said. I look. Satisfied? Without waiting for an answer, she stepped inside. If this man can be longer, she'd be helping herself to the brandy and found. I'd come to believe I owe you apology, Mrs. Smith. Got you into the most awful lot of trouble, didn't I? She came over to me, and there was excitement in her eyes. Let's get into trouble together then, shall we? Wait. You want Fegoli's daughter, I think, and so do I. She giggled like a schoolgirl once those fearsomes one of the carriers took a stick. I proposed a solemn pact, Smith and the alliance to be broken. The instant of us in a double good. Wolf paced away across the room and curled herself into the rug before the fire. Slip off her shoes. Now don't be a bore. Pour me a drink and we'll discuss how we're going to spring the Victoria girl from her castle. Hah? Jadi itu sebenarnya benar? I might need a Carl carried me like I remember she's an Nazi, okay. I work in a slaughterhouse on my uncle's estate in the summer, Aubrey. Did I ever tell you that? The chief butcher asked me once, why are swine born with such a wonderful eyes? Damn her eyes. Oke, saatnya kita pergi. Oke, paling gitu aja dulu sih. Jadi intinya sih ini adalah cerita kayak tentang agen lagi. Agennya itu kita kayak choose your own story sih. Ini kayak kalian dapat pilihan, terus ada cerita, kalian mau pilih bakalan kayak gimana responnya, dan responnya itu akan membawa kalian ke ending yang sesuai dengan apa yang kalian pilih gitu loh. Dan sebenarnya kayaknya gamenya seru, tapi a lot of reading, jadi kayaknya tuh lebih enak kalau misalnya aku baca sendiri sih, kayak gitulah. Terus apa lagi ya, ini simple sih, gamenya simple, dan kalaupun main di laptop pun oke, tapi kalau main di HP pun juga oke gitu. Penasaran sih sama kelanjutan cerita dari ini, dan aku nggak nyangka kalau kita misalnya baik-baik gitu terus kayak kita stealing cars. Aku lupa kalau aku stealing cars gitu. Tapi iya, kalau kalian pengen belajar Inggris juga mungkin bisa pakai ini, soalnya ada beberapa kata-kata yang aku juga nggak common buat aku gitu. Oke, paling gitu aja sih untuk hari ini. Sampai ketemu di hari berikutnya. Bye bye.